Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Agadi and me. With me being Agadi and you guys hopefully being the me part, kind of just following along on this journey, and then hopefully you guys share your guys' journey down in the comments. But today it's a very special day. Why? Because my husband actually quit his job. Yeah, you heard that right. He quit his job. He used to work at Disneyland as a gardener, and now he quit his job. But even better news, today we're actually paying the taxes on his new business, and he has a couple of things going on right now. But yeah, that's what we're doing right now on his last day. Oh gosh, something's in my eye. But yeah, so today's video is going to be on why I let him quit his job, why I think it's fine that he quit his job, why I don't mind still working a 9 to 5 or a 12 to 6 in the morning while he doesn't. So that's actually the video that I wanted to do today. Alright, so first I'm actually going to start off with just giving you guys a bit of a backstory. I've actually been working at Disneyland for about 6, almost 7 months. But before that, I actually didn't have a job, like on purpose. I didn't have a job for about 6 months as well. So I don't know, that was kind of my time to try to figure out who I am and trying to figure out my YouTube channel, just because I always wanted to do a YouTube channel, always have wanted to record and all of that. I just always made up an excuse about how I didn't have time and my job, and I mean, it was really crazy. Believe me, my schedule was crazy. But I could have always made time. I always slept a lot. I wasn't working out very much. So I mean, I did have time on my hands. So in those 6 months, I literally didn't do anything. I just kind of got really lazy and comfortable with just not doing anything. And so to me, I just feel like that's kind of a way that I can thank him, and in a way just being like, okay, well, here you go. You have your time and you have to make something work. And that's my idea about why it's fine that he quit his job. Because to us, guys, literally in my head and in his head, we're not made for a 9 to 5, and 9 to 5s are nothing bad. They're a safe job, they have benefits, guaranteed check every week, every 2 weeks, every month, but they're just not for us. We just aren't really good about thinking about how we work for other people, and how pretty much to advance, all we have to do is keep going to school and hopefully we'll get paid more, and how we have to be at a company for like 10-20 years until we get promoted to a higher position. And that's just really not what we're into, because we're really appreciating our time. I'm 21 years old. We're thinking about children in the future, and it's just kind of hard to be like, yeah, I'm gonna stay here for 10 years, 20 years, and just hope I get promoted and hope that something comes my way. And we rather just make our future and just make our success than wait for someone to see us as deserving of success or promotion or more money or anything like that. So I feel like that's something I should just disclose at the moment, that is kind of like the mentality that we're in, and that's why he would even consider quitting his job, because his job was a pretty good job. Disney is a great company with great benefits. Yeah, it's a job, so you're still working for money, you're working for a paycheck, but it does have really good benefits, and that's kind of what I'm kind of taking advantage of at the moment. Haven't had health insurance, and I have health insurance, taking advantage of that. But at the same time, I'm trying to work on my own things, and so I understand how he feels hindered by job. And at the same time, it was just a very toxic environment for him. He had to disclose that to his superiors, whatever, managers, supervisors, just because it was very toxic for him. And he was just like, there's no way I would stay here no matter if you guys gave me the days that I want or anything, just because of the fact that the environment's not the best. So I feel like, especially forcing someone to be somewhere where they don't want to be, like, there's no good that can come from that. Instead, like, they flourish where they feel the most comfortable, and I don't mean that as in like in your comfort zone. I mean comfortable as in your skill set. If you feel comfortable doing marketing, if you feel comfortable doing drop shipping, if you feel comfortable doing vlogging or just retail or flipping or anything, then that's what you're gonna really thrive in, you know, not doing something that you don't want to do. He always felt hindered by the fact that he was always in landscaping, always did, literally has been working in landscaping since he was 14 years old. So I feel like he was just tired of it. He just felt like that was the only skill that he really had to like work off of, and he just didn't want that to be his representation of his profession, landscaping or gardening. And nothing wrong with that, but it's just something that he never wanted to really stick to forever. That's why he had stopped doing it and ended up at Disneyland somehow doing landscaping. Well, to make the story short, he brought this up to me a couple months ago, and ultimately it was always something that was going to happen. It just depended on the timing. I always told him, well, just show me that you're really serious about this, show me that you're serious about just doing things on your own and just, you know, becoming your own boss and having a schedule, seeing you being productive. And so that's what he's been trying to do. He's been educating himself, he's been really showing that he knows what he's talking about, and now he's just diversifying in what he's trying to do. It's the best lighting right here. So that's why we're here paying taxes for one of his businesses, because I mean that's so much more important than just seeing him going and earning what, $300 a week. You guys can always achieve something more than that. That's why I have the mentality right now of I can achieve more than what I'm making at Disney. I can do way more, and that's why I actually started a couple projects on the side, just because I don't want to limit myself to always being at a 9-to-5 when I just feel so drained sometimes, since my job is a little labor intensive, so it really takes a toll on my body. But like I said, I really appreciate this job just because of the fact that it has really great benefits, and it's just somewhere I need to be for the meantime, but hopefully not forever, not for long, obviously not forever. But yeah, that's kind of just the backstory of why I let him quit his job. Now to my thoughts about him quitting his job and what he's going to be doing. I feel like why not just have him here and just kind of like help me explain that, because I rather have him say what he's doing, have him say what's going on in his head, because I can't read his mind. I don't know what he's thinking, and so let's just hear from him. All right guys, so here he is, the man of the hour. Come on, get in the sunlight, get in the sunlight. Let's go over. So today was your last day, right? Yes. And I was just explaining how, or like why you quit your job, and like, so I wanted you to say a couple things about like why you wanted to quit your job.
I wanted to quit my job because it's not really about the work, it's more of the time before and after work. For example, it takes like an hour just to go to work, you know, you gotta prepare and junk, so you don't get paid for that. And then once you come home, you're a little tired, so sometimes you nap and you're wasting time. Well, I waste time falling asleep, and then it throws me off of my things that I want or plan to do, because then I tell myself, oh, tomorrow. And now I have no choice but to do the things I need to do in order to be successful, because I don't have an excuse of a job anymore.
Yeah, you can't make any more excuses. So basically I was just saying exactly what he said. It's all about the time. It's all about how we value our time, and we're not getting any younger, and I say that all the time. I'm not getting any younger, and I won't get any richer unless I do something about it. So that's how I see it. He can't become a high income earner if he stays there for like 40 years and maybe gets a raise of like $5 in the process of the next 40 years. So that's why I'm like, go ahead and do it. Why? Because I'm doing my own thing, and hopefully, no, not hopefully, this is going to literally get us to that level that we want. We're just going to go higher, because literally there's nowhere lower that we can get, because we made so many sacrifices to be able to do this. For him to be able to quit his job, we had to literally erase the idea of moving out from his parents' house this year. Of just so many things. Why? Because it's gonna be worth it overall in the future. Because why settle for something a little bit bigger when you can settle for the whole package. You can go for like the biggest things. You can go for like, why settle for less when you can literally just wait a little bit longer and get, you know, the grand prize.
Yeah, for example, we, like how you said, we wanted to move out, and the only way for us to move out is to rent another place, an apartment, a one bedroom.
That's not cheap in California, guys. In Orange County, that's like impossible. It's hard to get a cheap place here.
Yeah, and so I'm just like, well, I might as well just work harder and buy a house. And it's like, yeah, I'm gonna buy a house.
Like, why go for, let's move out into an apartment, let's do that this year, in a couple months, let's do that, you know, even like 6-7 months, it'll be next year. But why? Like, we can just stick it out a little bit longer. Just make sure that we can do that we are doing the best that we can and just working as hard as we can so that we're able to achieve that. And it might seem a little bit too optimistic, but honestly, just, it's something that we say amongst ourselves that we actually heard where in your book, or actually
Think and Grow Rich.
Oh, Think and Grow Rich. Do you want to say what it is?
It was the most realistic things are actually unrealistic, and the most unrealistic things are actually the most realistic.
Yeah.
For example, if I want to be a high income earner at my job, I need to become a manager, I need to become a supervisor or director, whatever, in my department. And that's pretty unrealistic because the people in those positions aren't gonna just
Quit and move
and
They
leave it open.
They need to either retire,
or
pass away, move. Like, that's literally the only way. If someone passes away or retires, is the only way they leave their position at Disney. Like, in like little like realistic terms.
When in other terms, an unrealistic thing is like, oh, I'm just gonna open up my business and I'm gonna be successful and I'm gonna be the owner. And you're like, what? But that's actually more realistic because I'm actually doing it now.
Yeah. So this is just something I wanted to share with you guys on why it is that he did quit his job and why I absolutely have no problem with that. And just me being the working one, because if I want to stop working, I need to also put effort towards doing the same thing that he is doing, just, you know, starting a business, you know, actually putting an effort to getting my
we just got the license right now.
Income.
Oh, we just got our business.
I know, I told them that we were here paying your taxes.
Yeah,
for
my
your
taxes
business.
for license. The city hall's right there. That's City Hall, and we're at the public park across the street.
Yeah, because it was hot in that car.
So
just taking, you know, some Insta pics. You can catch me at Agari. This is at Sexcons because I came up with that name, so it's beautiful. But yeah,
feels
it's
so
just,
great.
Yeah,
nice.
I just like the fact that he's always here and he's always available to drive me everywhere, and you know, he has so much time for me while still working for himself, because, you know, I just feel like that's very important. You can't lose yourself or your own motivations, your own goals. In a relationship, you just have to be able to see yourself independently as a person and your goals and everything, like, for yourself, because then it's like you won't be able to do it. Like, literally, mental health is like, it won't let you do that. It won't let you just work for someone else and focus on someone else all the time, because you always need to put yourself first. And that's why it's kind of like why he quit his job first, because he's more advanced in the process, and once I get there, then I'm gonna be able to follow along, and I won't have to worry about what if I can't pay my bills because I don't have a stable income, because I don't want to worry about that. And I'm just gonna say everything is gonna be great and we're just gonna be successful. The money's just gonna flow in, it's just gonna come. And that's how you should think. You shouldn't think that you're always gonna be poor, you shouldn't think that you're always gonna be broke. You should always think that there's always going to be something else that provides, because there has to be. You have to find another way to get income. You have to find another way to have more money, because you can't always stay in the same place. And that's just us. We don't feel happy conforming to just living our life as 21-year-olds and struggling real hard and always having a job. So that's why we're doing this. But go ahead and comment down below what you guys think about this, what you guys think about starting your own business, what you guys think about quitting your job. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Again, this is Agari and me with maybe an Agari, and hopefully you guys being the me part, just following along, hopefully learning something. Hopefully you guys can teach me something along the way. Also, I really would like to see those comments with different ideas, opinions, and comments, and how you guys are trying to better your guys' lives. So go ahead and subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and drop drop a like down below because why not? It was a great video, right? But thank you guys for watching.